Hello, good evening, welcome along everyone, nice to see you, welcome back to Western Australia. Hope you're all doing well. We've had a little bit of a change around. I'm still getting used to where my camera is positioned. I've gone and replaced my monitor stand. Came up with the grand plan of buying a triple monitor stand, and it's working really well for having, well, I've only got 2 monitors on at the moment. It works really well for 3 monitors, but it's pushed my monitor like way closer to my face, and my camera is on top of my monitor, so I feel like I'm a little bit closer to you than normal. So I hope you can put up with that, warts and all Argsy. How are you doing though? Good evening and welcome along. Great to have you all here and welcome back. Like I said, to Western Australia, where we are going to be cracking in to a whole lot of corn harvest. I think the boys have got lined up for us today. Chinook was just telling us, regaling us facts of how long he's spent growing that moustache. It's been a slow burner getting there. He's got more hair on his face than Yoran's got on his head. Bovine, well, fortunately he doesn't have a motorbike helmet on tonight, so he's not going to go and attack us, and Corpnut looks like he's probably the most suited to going farming, so we'll follow his direction tonight, I think, and let these other 3 be the sheep. But that is the plan. That is heading down to field, and we'll have a look. Field number 22, right down here. We're going to go crack into some corn. Now I think someone's already opened up the fields for some headlands, so we'll tab down here and go and have a look. So welcome along everyone, nice to see you here. Yos, hello. Eric, welcome along. Bearded Savage, good morning to you. Corpnut, I've said hello. Steve, buddy, hope you're well. Eric, good evening. I said hello to you already, I'm just going through. Paul Wright, good evening mate, nice to see you. Grant Mr. Stay Drunk, welcome, welcome. Legion, howdy buddy, nice to see you as well. Brittle Fibre, hello. Ryan, great to catch an Aussie stream, New Zealand stream, in Aussie time. Nice to see you mate. Listening and while at work, Legion, pleasure to have you here mate, nice to have you. So the plan is, obviously, we're going to go and tackle some harvesting. I might drive some chaser bins, boys, if you guys want to do other things. I might, maybe a truck, maybe a chaser bin, we'll see. But we've got the mother bins set up. We've got some road trains. Let's have a look around here. Got the 2 trucks all set up, and I've extended them. We've actually got some sort of almost proper road trains going on, which will be good. And yeah, otherwise we've got the grain cart. So looks like Chinook's jumping straight into some harvesting. So we'll go. Do I want the fence? What does it take? Let's take this big variant at the front. This looks like a beast. Look at that access into it. Go for a drive. Because he's going to fill up really quick. What is he? Let's have a look. Chinook is already 20% full. That's a little bit of a worry. That he's got that full that quick. Aussie map, Ryan. Yeah, true, mate. True. Get you on that. Oh, super lag. Just like that. Boom, straight into it. Hey Mark, how are you? Good evening, welcome along, and well, welcome along to our screenshot competition winner. Congratulations. You didn't catch it. Mark was the was chosen by Mrs. Argsy to be the successful winner of our screenshots. So that was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun putting that video together. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you were all very nice and very complimentary to Mrs. Argsy, which she really appreciated. So well, it was fun doing that with her. And sorry it took so long, but congratulations, Mark. And also to who else do we have? Dan L58 and Cowboy Farmer, to you as well. It is single player, Yos. Yep. I'm magic and I can control all these people all at once. I've got like 5 computers set up all around me. Like that's why I've got multi-monitor screen, so I can control all these people all at once. I've actually got 6 hands as well, so I can juggle that all at the same time. You just, Bovine's saying in the background that they're just my puppets. Eric, speed limit removed. That is a fast combine. It is. We've got the option when you buy them to configure them to run a bit faster. A little bit cheaty, but when you're harvesting fields this size, and the one we're in at the moment is 390 hectares, so the better part of 800-900 acres, you can understand why we might cheat just a little bit. Get to our 10 million litre goal, which we'll go and have a look at how they're going in just a little bit. No, you can only play it on the Nintendo 64. That's right, Legion. I forgot that little fact. Mark Haythornthwaite, thank you very much for those gifted memberships. You are a star. Scooters, Workbench, Cold Canadian, Travis Don Scoville, Matthias Blomqvist, and congratulations on the subs. Thank you again, Mark. This is your gift back to the channel. There we go. Look at that, eh? Wins a hat and a Year 2 season pass, and is already giving back to the community. So it's very awesome. It's generosity of you guys which helps me being able to fund having competitions and things like that. So thanks, buddy. And of course, if you haven't seen, but Gorville, I tried so hard to pronounce that properly in my video. I even listened to their YouTube channel in German to see how to pronounce it. Gorville. And I think Kermit and Chucky gave us a little bit of a lesson on their YouTube short if you haven't seen that. Gorville or go home. Gorville or go home. But yeah, if you haven't seen, we will no doubt find a chance in the coming weeks to give away some DLC for that. So give away maybe just the codes for just the DLC, or maybe another season pass. So there we go. See how generous we're feeling. Go home or go ham. Yeah, that works too. Right. Gosh, Yoren's already 80%. Where is he? Oh, they're going straight through the field. I've cut that end out. Run alongside Chinook here for a bit. How far further? You're going to go the whole way around, Chinook? What's the plan? What's the plan? Yes, Eric, I did see your message about the size of the field. It was hidden because of your naughty word you used in it, but yeah, it is a big field. All the fields are big. This isn't even a big one compared to this map. I mean, 17, 16. Look, it's not even the biggest field. So this is all our corn. So we should, talking about our 10 million litre challenge, corn isn't even on the list. Don't even have any corn yet. So we're going to get the first of the corn put in, and we'll see how close we can go with getting this. I reckon though this field is going to go a long way to getting 10 million litres. In fact, that's a good question. You've done the headlands, chaps. Where's the corn that we've already done gone? Can't see me in here. It's not on the time-saving stock pick. It's not showing up according to Bovine. Let's have a look. Apparently it's in the silo. If we go to the production chains, is it? Dry corn. Corn. Oh, we've already got 500,000 litres in there. We haven't dried it yet. 500,000 litres. Impressive. Sorry if you bad word you need to. That's alright, Eric. That's alright. Just have to remember it's a PG channel, so try and keep it clean where we can. You were looking for a goal on Farmer Cop server. I made it 5 million challenge, not 4 eggs. Evil Yos. Good challenge though. Good challenge. I like it. Yes, so apparently there's crop circles in this field somewhere. I haven't seen them yet. I'll have to go and have a look. They might have been in a weather balloon. Could have been shot down by the military, so we'll just have to have a look. Alright. I don't know if I can see the crop circles here, can we? Let's go look at the harvest spot. There we go, look at that. I can already see it, I can see the harvested spot. I cheated. Since 22 released, all we had was separate farms just making cash, got bored of that. Yeah. Come up with something different, don't you? Well, so we should get Farmer Coppin on this. So FSG and I think I've mentioned it to Kadurk, we were all going to set up a cross-play community server on Edgewater, Sask, when that comes out, and have that set up cross-play, so PC console players can play. Takes away things like course play and auto drive and all that, and give a little bit of a challenge on that. So I don't know what to do. Let's start off with maybe we give everyone $1 million to start with no land, no equipment, and to decide how to use it to grow the farm. maybe we should limit to no contracts or something, I don't know. Some things to think about, but that is what we've talked about doing. Anyhow, we're pretty close to full here. It's just going to barrel on around the field by the looks of things. We could have just cut some headlands off, General. And be a long way back to empty this out. Hey, Jason, how are you, mate? Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. I just want to, while we're here, huge thank you to everyone who's dropped me a message or a comment in Discord or sent me an email or anything like that asking how we are doing in the light of Cyclone Gabrielle here in New Zealand. Fortunately, myself and our family and most of our friends have been pretty much completely unaffected by it. Can't say the same for people further north of us. It's certainly been pretty dramatic watching the footage on TV and the news and just hearing about it, first-hand accounts and just seeing photos and things like that on Facebook of some of the devastation. You know, when you can see it on the news anywhere else in the world and you think, gosh, that looks pretty terrible, but when you see it relative to places you're familiar with. So you know, we've been to the Hawke's Bay a few times, which is about a 2.5 hour drive from where we are. And, you know, just seeing some of the areas that have been affected and flooded and thinking, gosh, I've driven along that road, I know exactly where that is, and you just can't, that really brings the scale of it all home. So, yeah, so thank you everyone who's, yeah, has dropped me a message and just asked how we're doing. We are all good. But do ask that you do keep those that have been more seriously impacted in your thoughts, because it's going to be a long road to recovery for some of them. It is, yeah, not going to be a quick fix. Very hampered with electricity, phones and internet and things like that all out. Very limited communications in those areas. Not to mention the road network is just devastated. It really is completely devastated. So we were actually talking tonight, my wife and I, and we're going to see what we can do and try and, obviously it's a little bit early to start talking about housing replacements and things like that, but through my wife and her connections with some of the local iwi or things like that, we're going to see if we can reach out somehow to perhaps provide some drawings for some houses that we've had consented and maybe offer those up as a way to try and get some people back on their feet if they need their houses rebuilt or something like that. So we'll see what we can do, but it has been nuts. Morning, NM Welder, how are you? Welcome along, mate. Been a while. How is your recovery going? You are back on deck yet? Are you back up and moving and walking, or are you still living in an incarcerated life in a hospital somewhere? Hopefully you're back up to it. Oh, looks like we're getting another one coming. Go back and unload into that at the same time as Bob on. I need to explain to you what this map directory is about. Alright, I'll drop you a line sometime. Oh. What I was trying to do, I haven't managed to keep, I'll tell you, I haven't kept the Google map link. Like, so I've built this Google map, which has every map released up until August last year, because I've fallen way behind. They're all on the map, so if you wanted to find a map, you can go and look at it on a Google Earth basically, or Google Maps, and you can see a pin. So if you're looking for an American map, you go in there and say, right, actually I want a Midwest map, or I want a Northwest Pacific, or something like that, South American, Australian, those kind of maps. You can go in there and see which maps have been released by pin. But I was also doing, and this is where I bit off more than I could chew, I was basically going into every map and taking screenshots and sharing, you know, map specific screenshots that I'd taken, and making a blog post about them, and then the blog post would push out to the likes of Discord and whatever else there was. Where else do I share them? Facebook, Instagram, well, not Instagram, but Facebook, Twitter, Discord. But I fell behind and now I'm horribly behind, so looking for some help. And the last few I've done, I've actually only taken the screenshots that have been shared on ModHub, just use those, rather than trying to get carried away with it. So that's what I've been trying to do. But yeah, your website expertise could come in handy. Eric, you can't for the life of me get FS22 to run smoothly on your PC. It's a good PC in other games, just run fine. Any advice? Thanks for chat. Clearing shaded caches is a good start if it's not running smoothly. Other than that, it's just trying to find the sweet spot for your settings. Limit your mods you use. What else is there? Yeah, just get it working well on base game with base game maps with no mods, and then you slowly add mods in. If you don't use something like the FSG mod assistant to keep your mod folders separated, use that, because mods can have some real issue with the amount of space they take up. So that's something to consider as well. Evening Frosty, how are you, mate? Good to see you. It's decent recovery. I'm home and driving again, but not able to lift much as of now, but looking ahead at being able to run the Swather for hay season. Nice, mate. That's good to hear. Pleased to hear that you are on the mend. I've thought about it a couple of times, wondering how you were. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, there's never a good time for these, but I suppose winter is probably the best time for you. Might be a bit behind on equipment maintenance and that kind of thing, but at least you're not completely out when you're trying to actually do some harvesting or anything. Good shake before. I didn't feel it, Frosty. I was going for a walk with my wife down the farm, and the boys felt it. They were at home, and they gave us a quick call on Facebook Messenger, video called us and said, "Did you feel that? There was an earthquake." Yeah, I always enjoy feeling those. Weird as that sounds. Disappointed not to. Right, Chinook, you got too far away. You're out here on you're a lone wolf out here, harvesting all on your own. Oops, to reset my GPS. That's alright. He wasn't even turned on. Ooh. Oh, what happened? I thought I'd set that down at like 10. Did I not? Let's see. 12. Right, there we go. It's ordered. All good. You can't join the server, have a big problem with your mods. Oh, that's unfortunate, Brittle. It would be good to have your help. We certainly need most help we can get on a cornfield this size. Look at it. Born as far as you can see. Just for reference, those trees are right in the middle of the field. So we can only really see half of it. Why do we miss a big spot? I don't know. I don't know what happened with the strip here. It was already like that. Lismo. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Your mod crazy, so that could be it. Thanks. Yeah, definitely. So have a look. I did a video on the FSG mod assistant probably 4 months ago now, late last year, showing you how to install it and set it up. It's gone through a lot of iterations since then. I was on, I think it was version 0.9. It's now up to version 2. That has certainly changed and developed a lot over that time, Eric. So go and check out that video. We'll give you the general gist of how to set it up, but it's even better now than it was then. 6.0, yeah, I saw that. Was it 6? I thought it might have even got higher than that, did it? Frosty. Brittle, the guys are suggesting restarting. Once you've downloaded the mods and got them up to date, make sure you've restarted the game, because if you've just downloaded them and then tried to start, they won't have actually been picked up by the game. They won't have gone through and been scanned, so maybe give that a go. If that doesn't work, there has been a few mods added too, or updated. A couple of the seed potato packs and the production revamp have all been updated, so it might be worth going and seeing if those need replacing as well for you. Up late ordering parts and stuff for the shop. I feel my wallet getting thinner with every item. Can only imagine, brother. Can only imagine. Nismo, how was the cyclone? Pretty, for us personally, pretty uneventful. I was a bit concerned last night. One of the local rivers, I put some photos on Discord. The closest river to us did top its banks for a period, but didn't seem to have much water come out of it, which is fortunate, because when it does, that can really flood the some of the farm. But it appears that it dropped quickly enough after going over the top that it didn't actually put too much water out, it didn't affect it too much. And because we had no rain really here, all the local drainage ditches and everything like that was pretty empty, so they've probably been able to pick up a lot of that water rather than it going just sitting in fields and ponding, which is good. Hey Mrs. Professor, how you doing? Did we finish that massive field of potatoes from a couple of weeks ago? We did indeed. I didn't. These guys were on and they finished it off at about 2 AM Saturday morning New Zealand time of the same day. So that was like 9 PM Western Australia time on the Friday. So in my books, they finished it before the weekend, which is the challenge I'd set. Granted, they did use some bigger potato harvesters than even we were using that night, but they got it done. And I think, do we have some potatoes in the silos or not? I don't think we do, because that's not part of the official challenge, so they've all been sold. Download from the server link, not from ModHub. Yeah, that's a good point too, Legion. Good point. Half the vehicles in the shop are missing, trying to find the bad mod right now. Yeah, it's very sad to hear about that firefighter in Ismay. Unfortunately, reading an article tonight, I think we're going to find out and hear a lot more loss of life in the Hawke's Bay over the coming days. There's quite a few people still unaccounted for, and there's been reports from rescuers that they have seen bodies floating, so that's never a good thing. Pretty tragic, pretty tragic. Hey Binks, how are you? Good to see you, mate. Welcome along. It's been a while. I'm on the having coffee tonight. I was feeling exhausted. I thought a whiskey will probably put me to sleep, so we'll have a coffee tonight. Sunset, I'll probably be bouncing around on the walls for a long time. Now, what is going to be the best way for us to... We're here and we need to get around there. We'll go around, probably unload into one of the trucks. Whoops. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Indeed. Yes, I think that it's about right. I think it is my third one today too. 4 people so far in this one, but I expect we will hear more. So what do people's love to hear your thoughts on the DLC announcement, the Goreville equipment, 9 pieces of equipment, the 2 stationary balers, the 2 regular balers, the tow behind balers, one being the combi mixer, that's us full. The 3 bale wrappers and the 2 bale handlers. Stationary mixers are going to be fun. I'm looking forward to trying those out, and I've already dropped the suggestion to FSG. We're going to have a chat to G Portal and try and see if we can get a server set up very soon. Once we get it, well, assuming, I'm making a very broad assumption that we both get early access to the DLC, having a server set up, and we're going to give that a whirl, hopefully in a live stream the weekend before it releases. Keep an eye out for that. But we're what? Gosh, it comes out on the 21st, so we're still 5 weeks away from that. So I guess 5 weeks gives us what? 3 weeks of fact sheets from Giants, 3 or 4 weeks of fact sheets, and a little bit else, a little bit more. Need to run. One of my guys watering hay called saying a well went down, so off. Okay, alright mate. Take care, we'll catch you again soon. Thanks for stopping in. It's been a while, usually just checking your Discord, but the stream, not often. Yeah, good mate. So I haven't figured out this podcast thing you talked about on FSG's Discord. Right, let's have a look here. Hang on. Let's go to that. Drag this across. So see here, I've got my Chrome browser. I've got Discord audio. So anyone, oh, it's going to straighten ourselves up. Bring that back up. So if someone in Discord talks, there you go. See how that's moving? I can hear these guys talking, and I can pick that up. And if I unmute them and someone talks, you'll hear them talk.
I just thought you saw a squirrel.
There you go.
Gonna go run it over.
Yeah, you can hear the guys, but I can mute that because I'm capturing that as a Discord audio. Which you go up here into sources, and go audio application audio capture. No, that one there. The other one. Application audio output capture, and you can go OK. And you can capture a specific window. So these are all the windows I've got open: Discord, Teams, OBS, all those kind of things. So that is pretty much how it works. And you can have everything muted or not muted. Very handy. Back to work on Monday night in Ismo. Nice, mate. Get to drive that nice new truck, do you? Good fun. Members only server, you're assuming not at all, Eric. I'm going to call you Lyric because I was reading your last name. Eric, no, not at all. This is a completely public server, open to anyone. We do have a members only server we've just set up on UMRV up in Mississippi River Valley, but so we haven't really pushed that one yet, but it is sitting there ready to go. But no, this is certainly a open to anyone. So if you wanted to join, !Discord to get on the Discord server, which has all the links and whatnot, and go from there. Right, let's dump this straight into the truck rather than Mickey Mousing around anywhere else. Hey Rox, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hope all is well. Hope you're enjoying Hogwarts. I heard you unlocked your broomstick the other day. Brett was impressed you finally had something you could drive. Wolfasker 16 eggs me madman. I wouldn't do this on my own again, Wolfasker. At least not with the course plane auto drive. It's a leverage. Hey Stevie, good morning mate. How you doing? I am well, thank you. Jim, howdy to you as well. Good to have you here. Can you capture a window in the living room? It's sunny on that side. If you want to. If you want to. Hey Farming, how you doing mate? Nice to see you. Right, back down this way. I've gone with the fence because the fence faster. I didn't even think about that. Beast is big. She chunky. She chunky man. But that fence would have been fun and fast. Just waiting for one more things for your truck. Not fancy pantsy lights or something silly like that, is it, this way? I got this and have it set up like that. It's just I understood this guy on Discord there was asking how to have two audio sources while streaming. Yeah, so I mean that is two audio sources. It's 3, 4, 5. I mean, when I'm doing our logging league streams, I have 5 or 6 different audio sources. I have Spotify playing as well, so we have some background music. I've also got Discord, got the game. I'm sure I've got other things. One that goes to your headphones, the other to Twitch. So I can hear all that on my headphones. I can hear the guys talking in Discord. When I have it muted in OBS, it doesn't go through the stream, so no one else hears it except for me. What were you going to... Bovine was just saying, what were you going to talk to me about background music? How's the stream deck? I'll write my own theme tune. That sounds impressive. I like that. Not background music this time, y'all. It's in Logging League. We find with Logging League, because FSG and I sort of zoomed out or flying around, we don't actually hear much of the equipment noise. So, there's some music there. Thank you, Chinook here. Don't forget to drop some thumbs up on the like button. All very much appreciated getting your support. You guys are all legends when you do, so thank you all very, very much. How's the stream device? Yeah, it's good. Yes. Stream Dirk is good. Very handy. Press the button, does what it asks it to. Big Maps Args that always use the vent fast track. Nice. Hey Charlie boy, how you doing? Good to see you. The lights for the truck. Come on, Dismo. Come on, you're not going to be driving around with fancy lights, are you? Fluffy Mods is joining the server. Nice. And Fluffy. Oh, now you did it again. That's twice, Chinook. Big Rig Frosty about to pass out bedtime for me, but I had to stop and say hello, buddy. Have a great stream. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much, and thank you also for that $5 super chat. You're a star. Nice to see you, mate. Good to have you stop in. Sorry I haven't had a chance to tune into one of your lives lately. I hope all is going well. If you guys haven't checked out Big Rig Frosty, go and jump on his channel. Streams most evenings, US time evenings, so afternoon here for me in New Zealand. But yeah, doing some great content. Really enjoy it. And just a all-round nice guy, and always interactive with the chat, so go and give him a follow on YouTube. If you don't already, subscribe, all of those kind of things. How long does it take you to complete a field like this on my own? I would not have a clue, Stevie. So, okay, put it this way. When I was doing this in 19, a field like this on West Aussie would have taken me 5 or 6 hours, but I would have had 5 or 6 combines all running on course play and grain carts all on auto drive. And I did very little myself, so yeah, decent amount of time. Decent amount of time. Wouldn't even consider doing it without any of those tools. No, it's not the light bar. Field 17, and it took about 7 hours with 5 Lexians. So there you go, there's Field 17. Probably I think it's the biggest on the map, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Actually the biggest, 546 hectares. Big. In fact, I think I can tell you up here how many, it's hectares as well. Or I could tell you acres. Hectares. Everything's in hectares. This one that had acres. No, don't know. People talking about bedtime, you're just starting the day and having your coffee, Binks. Yeah, well, for Big Rig Frosty, he's in the States. It must be, what, 2 in the morning or something for him? Of course, it's just knocking 9:30 here in New Zealand. 7:30 on the east coast of Aussie, likes of Jason. Yeah, so beautiful part about this, being able to stream and have people from all over the world, in all different time zones, helping us out. Stupid enough to do it on your console if I could have the map. Constant battle to keep the auger wagons, finding the combines. Eventually I just had them drive through crop. Yeah, that's the hard part, isn't it? Keeping them finding the crop. Headlands are the worst once you get headlands open. I've actually found if you're doing field 17, if you do it across the ways, you know, like 12 would almost be easier doing it that way than it is doing it the long way, even though it would make sense to go that way. And it, so likewise, like field 7 would actually be a good example. Doing it up and down that way, things just seem to work a little bit better. At least I find that on bigger fields. When you're using course play auto drive, it's shorter distances. More turning, but shorter distances. 2:30 AM in Minnesota. So Ryan, tell me, you're in Minnesota, have you had a storm here today? Or has it been a bit rough with the weather? So I happened to, I was looking at flight radar today. I often check out flight radar. 2 most tracked flights in the world were a couple of NASA planes. One was a NASA U-2 spy plane, well, it's not a spy plane, an observation plane from NASA, but and the second was a P3K Orion, which they were just flying in straight lines and doing circuits, but they were apparently, according to Twitter, they were doing observing storms, doing weather-related research. Brittle, found it, awesome. Good to have you, mate. Good to see you, John. Neon lights in his way. Yeah, you can drive your truck without neon lights. Eric, what's everyone's favourite map so far? I've over 200 hours on Carmston running a server on Renaboo. Gosh, those are good. My favourites. I haven't played on UMRV yet, but that would certainly be from one I've done a map tour of, be one of my favourites. What else is it? Griffin, Indiana. Enjoyed that map. Stone Valley was a pretty instant classic. Looking forward to American Falls. When Lancer Boy finishes that, that'll be pretty cool. What else is there? I mean Renaboo absolutely. Calmstone's pretty cool. Looking forward to Court Farms. Court Farms, American Falls are definitely two of the highlights I'm looking forward to this year. Farm Some Guys map, that'll be our highlight for 2025. What's the best method to contact me? PM on Discord. Probably, yeah, DM on Discord, thanks. Hey David, how you doing? Sorry I missed you there. Good to see you. So Chinook, I am going to get full. That's what, 3 grain carts around this field. 70,000, 200,000 litres just from doing one pass around this field. It's pretty impressive. Raining earlier while I was working out, snowing. Yeah, so must have been doing some observation of that. Interesting. Automated workers don't seem to be very clever. I think the AI stands for absolute zero intelligence. I've hardly used the AI, to be perfectly honest, Steve. Always use Courseplay and Autodrive, but not sure if you're a console player I can understand why that would be on your list of frustrations. Weather related, looking for weather balloons. Possibly, Jason, possibly. So we've got 2 more players. What's everyone doing? It looks like Fluffy's in a combine. He's managed to find himself to a combine. Good. Buy another chaser bin. No, brittle. Plus 160 hours on Welkers, Ryan. That's a solid effort. I have not played on Welkers, to be perfectly honest with you. Now I've always had a plan, and I still want to make it happen at some stage. But I always thought it'd be fun to play along on a map like Welkers or Millennium Farmer in 19, playing along with that map while they're doing kind of in sync with their seasons. So you might only do a video every couple of weeks, but you know. I've done my planting because, you know, Millennium Farmer was planting, so we're out, we've got the same track, the same equipment, doing the same tasks. I always thought that'd be pretty fun, but just see if we can make that happen. Court Farms is going to be so epic, can't wait. Yeah, Court Farms is going to be awesome. Court Farms, I might look at bringing the 5-minute farmer back for Court Farms, we'll see. Do something on it. NF Mashk X4 is good. I've heard good things about that one actually farming. I think I had a look at that when I was doing some of our map previews. Hey Tara, how you doing? John Senior, good evening, welcome along mate. Nice to have you both here. FSG's too busy making a map to write copy for logging. So what do you need written? Yourself frickin' will do it. What do we need done? I'll have a look at the site. I'll have a look and fill in some blanks, send you some stuff. UMRV has bugs. If you want to paint the terrain, first you need to plant grass on it and only then paint it with an appropriate texture. Is that only when you want to paint over bushes and things like that though? You did some spraying on field 17, David. That one there? That big boy? Good job. DJ said he'll fix that in the next version. Ah, did he right? Had not heard that. Thanks. You love it. Stevie loves Erlengarret for the mountainous views. It's a small bit, but it really is very picturesque in its base game map. Agreed. Erlengarret would up until Silver Run Forest came out, I reckon Erlengarret would have been the most attractive map the Giants have done. I still think it was better than Holtbaileron or Elm Creek. But I think Silver Run, with the new features in that, like the running water in Silver Run, I just want Giants to let modders use it. Let other people have access to that. Why can't we have access to that map and take those assets out? Have them in other maps. AO, your favourite workers, they are very reliable and can be counted on to stuff something up. Good call, John. The Oaks is also a good one. Yeah, the Oaks. Very cool. Sponsors page. Oh, yeah. Alright. I'll take a look at it over the next couple of days, because it'd be good to get that out before the next round. And what? Gosh, it's only... Oh, there, please, caller. I'm just looking at the dates. That's the... What's the day on my calendar? So it'll be fortnight this weekend, isn't it? 19th, yeah. Got 2 more weekends in February. 2 more weekends in February, and then we'll be into round 2 of the logging league, which is going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. I know FSG's been pretty under the pump with work and things like that. Hasn't had the time to do what he wants to do with the channel. Hasn't had any time to do his map. So we'll cut him some slack on that, I think. I better put some weight around here too. Court Farms is UK based. It is indeed farming. Not exactly sure where it is, but UK somewhere. I think he already realises that. Bovine. Is this uphill? Why am I struggling to pull this? Can't even catch Yoran. I think I can. Hopefully it's a 4x FSG's map. No chance. No, I did, and then I overshot you. Should add the round 1 results though. We should do that too. That'd be a good idea. That would be a good idea. We've actually got some graphics for round 2 as well that we could put up on the homepage. It'd be pretty cool. As a banner or something. If you want to get rid of bushes, but concrete surface would look weird with the bushes sticking out from it in places. Yeah, right. That's exactly the same issue we had on exactly the same issues we had on No Man's Land. Had the same issues too. But anyway, you can get rid of things with the painter. Oh, is that full? Okay, Fluffy. The other truck is full already. Alright. Have a look. Go for a drive. Go in the yard. It's the best way to get to the yard from here. Straight up to the right. Oh, where am I going? Am I going back a little? Need to get more coffee, Yoss. Go and enjoy. Unfortunately, making a living gets in the way of the good things. Does it what? It certainly does. Thank you, Eric, indeed. You're enjoying things. All 40 of you in here at the moment. Make sure you drop a thumbs up. Be very much appreciated. Oh, I can't go that way, can I? My bad. I was thinking there was a track up that way on... Yeah, there was a track up that way in the 19 version. You could drive along the edge of that field. It's not there anymore though. Oh, can you go up the edge? Oh mate, 16. It's on the edge of 16. Edge of 16, I can see now. Yeah, it's the edge of 16, isn't it? Up that way. I see now. Just got back home, there's a hole in the block that I can stick my fist in and not touch anything. Ouch. Probably not going to pump much water doing that then, Welder. It's Mr. Steelhorse. How are you? Good evening, my friend. Welcome. Nice to see you here. We need your help, mate. Get those mods downloaded and come and give us a hand. "16 maps are insanely big. 16 maps is stupid." Whose idea this was. Alright, Brittle's got big intentions here getting another combine, because we're struggling to keep 3 moving. I don't know how we're going to do it with 4. A full-time job. Nice to see your better half on Valentine's Day. Congrats to Mark for winning the photo comp. Thank you, John. She was a very good sport being involved in that. It was actually a bit of fun recording that with her. Bit of an eye-opener. She's quite happy with me taking the mickey a little bit. I'm going to make a couple of shorts up out of that just to have a bit of fun too. The best part, honestly though, the best part, John, was that she had no idea that the tractor with the plough and the edited sky was FSG's. Completely oblivious to it. So it just made my day when she pulled up and she's like, yeah, no, I don't like it. Plus it's dirty. I mean, I could not have scripted that better if I tried. Oil everywhere. Everywhere except for where it's meant to be welder. Cotton harvest next. Done a couple of cotton harvests, Eric. Not that I have, but the team have done a couple of cotton contracts. But yeah, that could be something in the future for us. Some cotton done. What other 16 maps are there? Ooh, good question, farming. Ones I can think of at the top of my head, Western Aussie. There is obviously Renaboo. There was, oh goodness. There's a Red River, Manitoba is a 16x. Spring Creek was a 16x. Is it Huron County is a 16x? What else is there? I have to have a look at my map directory to see which ones there were that I've added. Hey Bruce, evening mate, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you are all well and safe up there in Taupo. I hear it got well, I've heard it got pretty windy for you in the cyclone. Not too much rain, but I'm not too wet, but the wind was what I've heard was the biggest issue. So hope you're all good. Mr. Argsy doesn't like dirty things dirty though. No, you're quite right. Yes, you're quite right. I had to cut. I did actually explain to her all of the history about your Dirtinator and what it was, but we decided to cut that bit out. Gonna put the spare diesel motor and fuel trailer there once day shift gets in. The motor on the well now is natural gas. Oh yeah, good call, Jim, as well. Yeah, Kaz's one's Western Wilds, no, Wild West. Western Wilds. Wild West is out there too. Renaboo. So here's the thing, Eric. It depends how you. So this is called a 16x because it's 16 times bigger than a standard map, but it's actually 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers, which is what I think Renaboo is. So this is where there's been a huge amount of debate around how to talk about maps, and people think you should call them should say it's an 8 by 8. So this is 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers, 16 times. Because you think if you've got a 2 kilometer map along the bottom, you can fit 4 of them along the bottom, 4 of them up the side, that gives you 16 total. So that is how that works, and what you can and can't do with it. That's your old friend Google. Google is your friend. Chinook, thank you very much for all those gifted memberships. Steel Horse, NM Welder, Chris 1969, Arcady Blue, and Scott Page all receiving those memberships from Chinook. Thank you very much, mate. You are too kind. Too kind. Right, we're in Australia this time. We can drive on the left side of the road. I don't know whose idea it was to plant corn in the field furthest away from our farm, by the way. Don't think that works for Americans. What's that? What did I say? What did I say that won't work for Americans? Never question the great Argsy. It's just trying to understand and figure those things out. It's a general misconception. The 4x map has 4 times the standard map in it, but it just so happens to also be 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers. So. Lots of trees down, Bruce. No. As I was saying earlier before you joined, relative to what's happened elsewhere in the country, you'd take that, wouldn't you? Take that any day of the week. Right. Corny time. Now, I don't know if Mark Haythornthwaite's here anymore. But Mark, for whatever reason, you are still here. When we look at time saving stock check, we don't see corn, even though we have corn in the dry, and I'm wondering if it's because it's an incoming. No, because all the others are incoming. I wonder if it's because it's not an outgoing. We've got 634,000 go down. Did that not have been going up? Oh, there it is. 44 now. Anyhow, for whatever reason, it doesn't show up the corn in the time saving stock check. No need to apologise here. No need to apologise. The 8 kilometre map. Oh, they needed in miles. Gotcha. Gosh, what is that? Stop spying on me, bovine. It's like trying to haul field 17 back to the farm. Great idea. I know, right? I know, right? Hey, Farmer Ed, thank you very much for your 2 months of membership. Very, very much appreciated. Hope all is well, mate. Good to see you though. Alright. Moving on, moving on. You love to confuse you guys who work in the shop with having them rebuild a natural gas motor and watch the go to the other. Asking about the motor. Where does the diesel go? 5 miles, 8 Ks. Thank you, farming. Yeah, we do need some propane, John. You're quite right. Let's get in there, but I'm assuming we're going to dry the corn. Perhaps I should raise our stakes to 10 million litres of dry corn and 10 million litres of standard corn. Alright, another truck, and who's that driving that in? Cork nut coming in the king. Perfect timing. Ooh, why did that just pop up there? Right, let's get back to down there. So we're going to have to probably load up out of the mother bin and get going straight away again. X9's full. Oh, we can sneak up the back way. Kind of handy. Should have got the, should have really, if you got the lusty tippers, we could have been hauling, what, 210,000 litres of some load. Alright, 60 mile speed limit, gotta watch out for kangaroos. Haven't seen too many on our travels, gotta watch out for them all the same. Alright, welcome along everyone. 56 viewers in here at the moment from my take. Might show a little bit different on your screens, but whatever it is, thank you all very much for joining. Pleasure to have your company this evening. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. And enjoying us struggling here on corn harvest. I'm just looking at the top, we've got an S790 Chinook's in is full, the X9's full, the S790 Gyron's in is full, Bovine's full on the grain cart. Got the Fent with 175,000. That must be the other bin, 175,000 litres. Everything's just chocker. Testing a contact form on a website. I keep entering, is this live on the message? Do you get a response, Yos? Or do the people ignore you just like all the rest of us ignore you when you ask that question? Plastic tippers are your fave. Road train, love the tipping animation. They're cool, eh? Gorgeous trucks. Gorgeous tippers. So anyhow, I got asking, we were talking before, no one really said anything. Gorville. What are people looking forward to the most with that? For me, stationary tippers. They are looking like they'll be stationary tippers. Stationary balers look like they could be a lot of fun. You couldn't get a response for you got to activate some code. That'll do it. Yeah, definitely the stationary balers I think look like the most fun to me. I like the, in fact I used one of the 3-point wheel loader wrappers in FS19, I remember having those. That was pretty cool. Just want to know what we can do with the new bales. Yeah, it's a bit deceptive with the feed mix, isn't it? Was it mixed feed they called it? Doesn't say TMR specifically. It'll be a lot of effort to go and make TMR in a mixer and then drop it into a baler, wouldn't it? Straightlining the field. Had plans to make TMR bales for ages ago. Did you see Pepe 96 had actually made, was it the LT Vario or the LT Master, one of the mods? He was quite a way through making it by the looks of things. November last year he shared some images of, have I gone the right way here? Please tell me I have. Oh, where am I? Oh, it's me going at the bottom of 16. Isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Looking forward to tipping round bales on their sides. I've always enjoyed those balers. Doesn't one... I can't remember which one. There was one in... Can't remember. Pottinger? I thought there was one in 19 definitely put it on, tipped them on their sides. Might have been the class baler. I can't remember. Which I like using because it did tip them on the sides, made it easier to load and stack. Right, we're back. What needs emptying? Go to the straight to the mother bin. Oh, the McHale. Yeah, that's a third-party one, isn't it, John? Ryan might be a console player. Are you a console player, Ryan? Correct me if I'm wrong. That was close. It's running. It's good. Jump into it for a sec. PS4, yeah, so yeah, won't be able to do that. But I'm sure one of the other balers used to do that, because I remember doing it in 19. I'm sure it was the class Might be the quadrant because it's a square baler. Oh, I can't remember now. Can't remember which one it was. Yeah, this truck's struggling to pull these through trailers. That's why you're looking forward to this DLC. Nice, Ryan. That's pretty cool. At least you're looking forward to it. You know what would be great? Would be is if console players were able to access the partner program. Well, unfortunately at the moment it is only PC players who are able to support content creators. If they could make the DLC purchasable through the game rather than having to go to the store, like things like Fortnite and that have, then you'd be able to, but it doesn't work. Doesn't one of the Pottinger modded bales do the flip over? It could be the Pottinger one. That one because it doesn't have a wrapper. I can't remember which one it is. It might be one of those ones. Alright, we're gonna be good this time. You know what we're actually gonna do? Challenge ourselves. We can do this all in cab the whole way back to the farm. Such a nice interior on this truck. Such a good job. Oh, got a tractor. Yeah, you're on. It's getting another chaser bin. Too bad I have a face for radio and a voice for newspapers. No, I was more thinking, Ryan, that you guys, you know, there's no way for someone who plays on console to support a Giants partner. It's probably more what I've find frustrating. It'd be nice to be able to have you guys being able to buy it and support your favourite content creator or Giants partner. Doesn't have to be me, but it'd be cool if it does, considering it's 50% of their player base. Definitely one of the Pottingers farming. Yeah, nice. Are you still away, mate? Are you still in Mauritius? Or have you moved on somewhere else, but you're still on holiday? In cab, getting the proper view of Skippy getting run over, that's it. Make sure we can swerve to hit him, Jason. Back Sunday, unfortunately. This has been a good holiday, mate. Good time away. Well, I'm assuming it's a good time away. I'd certainly find it a good time. Auto save. Or we're going to lag into a holiday. Yeah, auto save. Oh, I love that brake. Like watching the trailers wrap around in the mirrors too. Very cool. You're halfway through Spectacle Island that you made so good. Episode 24 from me, so far the funniest. What happened in episode 24, Bruce? Enlighten me. Refresh my memory. I can't tell you which one it was. What happened in which. Glad to hear you're enjoying it though. We're gonna get back to doing something like that soon. On the list of things to do is get back to doing a bit of a build my own survival farm sort of thing. No. On that note, who saw the Daggerwins bringing survival roleplay back in a week and a half? It'll be exciting to see what he does this time. He's the godfather of survival roleplays, really. What more, dear? Dear. You'd support the partner program if it was available. Yeah, I mean it doesn't cost anyone any XP, does it, Jason? It's a nice way to help us along. just being able to have early access to things and whatnot, but we're all good at the moment. We are bronze. Silver's a long way away, but let's cross our fingers and hope we can get there at some stage. Alright, coffee's about done. Racing through the edge of a field doing 50 miles. Oh, that's a tighter corner than I thought. That's right. We're all on. Everything's on all its wheels still. The harvester got good wokey. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and look at episode 24. Now, Bruce. I have to refresh my memory properly. I love to hear when people go back and watch some of the older stuff though. Very cool. I'm assuming that's a typo. Oh, it was a woke harvester. Alright, silos are in target. See, well, this is going to be the next challenge, is getting in over the over all the tip points and augers and whatever else. Unload pit without having any issues. We didn't just go too close to catch that power pole, did we? No. Alright. Crisis averted, no issue here. Kilometers travelled on this map would be an interesting stat. You're not wrong, Jason. You're not wrong at all. Kilometers, just having a speedo rather than just hours on some equipment would be handy too, wouldn't it? My dials are broken. Why's that? They're not working. Something wrong with my dials? What are you talking about? Oh, it's going to be hard now. I need to change that back. Or we really are going to have issues. No. We've negotiated that just fine. You know what, Polycount Taz, if I knew the answer to that, I would still be the same person I am now. No richer, no poorer, and none the wiser. How are you, Mr. Taz, though? Good to see you, mate. Welcome along. Welcome. Pleasure to have you here, as always. Right, there we are. Trigger number 1. Done. I like, where is Carmen San Diego? Who is Argsy? Bouncing around as this unloads. Which I've gone too far now. Have I? No. Good. We're good. Morning, mate. Good to have you here. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods. Right, that's the last drops of coffee now. More importantly, who is Jeb? That is the $1 million question also, Jason. Who is Jeb? I don't think Jeb knows who Jeb is. Right, how much corn have we done? This crazy cutting circle. I love the crops. Very clever. If we go down to here, our inputs. Almost 1 million litres. Almost a tenth of our challenge. We're getting there. Right, so must be, well, we've got one more trailer to do. That's 2 done. Need to be off soon, Yoran. All good, mate. Been good to have you here for that hour and a half or so. Got some awesome AI generated pancake images. Like it. Like it. Come on, who's that? Oh, please don't tell me I've missed the last one. Just had to go forward a little bit further. No worries. Yoran, we should actually, before you leave, and if Brittle has to go soon, we should go and grab a screenshot down in the field. When I get back, we'll grab a screenshot while everyone's still here. And we don't have to race around and do it at the end. Ooh. This is going to be the real challenge when I can haul ass back with empty trailers. How fast we can go. Alright. Ran out of that AI time. Oh, I can see another truck coming. And why did it tell me that my chat disconnected? Why is that? Just fixing something while we're driving head on with another truck. There we go. Oh, the harvester went crazy on auto driver courseplay. It would have been courseplay. Oh, I have to go back and have a look. I can't even remember that. What it did. I'm intrigued now. So what AI package do you guys use to do AI images? Curious. Curious as to what you use. So let's see our bridge. Yep. Ooh. Keep your foot in it. All good. This is a tight corner. Yes. I am a driving god. Semi-driver Argsy. Challenge to drifting in my ear. I'm gonna go the long way. See, Too much grip, can't drift it. Probably get back and find that I've ripped the back trailer off and I'm just dragging the front axle or something with it. So with that load that Corknut took in, we will have over 1 million litres of corn, which is nice. Now, I'm not brave enough to try and drift that corner. Alright, who's sitting there full? We got a combine, no, that's a grain bin full. Otherwise, everything else is looking mighty good. Cheers, Mark. Yeah, definitely catch you later. Be interested to see if you know why when we have crop in here under an incoming material, it doesn't count it in the stock time saving stock check. So we don't have corn in there, but I'm assuming because when it's in a production and it's in the incoming, it only counts the outgoing products. And in that one, particularly with those bins, because we've got wheat on the in and wheat on the out, so I'm assuming it would double count it if you had it in counting your incoming and outgoing. So yeah. Anyhow, nice to have you here, mate. Thank you again for those 5 gifted memberships, and congratulations again on winning the screenshot competition. Last person to declare I'm a driving god was was Richard Hammond. Not what happened to him. Look at that, driving precision. Yeah, that's a good point too, Steel. Not sure you can get the corn back out. No, that's true. Once it's in its corn, yeah. Can't get the corn out, can you? That's actually a good point. We'll have to be careful of that with... I hadn't thought about that. We'll have to be careful with that on Hannah and Deanna, that we don't put the corn all in our own bins and then can't get it out to go and make stock feed. We might have to put it straight over in the feed mix and plant. Trick for young players right there. Right. So yeah, so once it's gone in its corn, there's no way to get it out as corn, is there? So the only way you could do that would be to add corn as an outgoing for this, and then you either activate the corn or not. So it's not going to dry corn unless I activate it and we put propane in, but if you had an option for just silo corn, you could activate it. See you, Aaron. Thanks, mate. Thanks for hanging out to get a screenshot as well. Just found out your truck's top speed is 90 miles per hour. I wouldn't ask how you found that out. What on earth was that? Don't like trucks with long noses, they take up too much space at the traffic light. Still only one truck though, Bruce. You don't have any. I'm just trying to think. There's no traffic lights. Oh, there is traffic lights in Topol to worry about. I don't say there isn't any, but there is. That's a joke. Fair enough, Bruce, fair enough. I was trying to think though, because like Fielding down here doesn't have any traffic lights. Some towns pride themselves on having no traffic lights. Right, who have we got coming in? Corknuts. Barreling in now with his truck. Why does it feel like his truck got back quicker than mine? Considering he had to unload well. To go and sit in this one. I think I'll get a better angle from this one. That's better. Now you just have to all come and stand on the left hand side of the X line. Although Yaren's gone, hasn't he? We can't do that. There you go. Both one's hiding. emerge out. Come out of the let's just hide some HUD and we'll do a couple more. If I can find my HUD visibility code. Here it is. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at that, you guys are models. Right, get back to work. Get back to work. Alright, hey FSG, how you doing, mate? Just dropping in for a quick hello. Well, hello to you, mate. Hope all is well. I hope you're getting a lot done and achieved. And, you've had a good week. I'll make one on that one too. Right, who's got corn? Who's got corn in their grain cart? It managed to get everyone sunny side for the photo this time. Everyone except for Yoran, but Yoran's left. He's completely AFK, so. Alright, let's have a look. The fence got 146,000 litres in it, so that's not going to fill up. We'll just run alongside behind. Run along beside Fluffy for a bit. There you go, Fluffy's on it. Hey Noah, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Yeah, it was a nice lineup, wasn't it? Bad set of equipment we've got running in here. Not sure about those uneven rows that these guys are doing though. Oh, what about that? Stevie. Get back to that map, FSG. What are you doing? I'm gonna go to the shop to buy some breakfast, have fun on the stream. Thanks, Binks. Nice to have you here, mate. Tuning in. Packing for a snowboarding trip, screw the map. When are you off? Are you streaming later? Are you streaming tonight and then off Thursday, or are you off later tonight and no stream? I mean, hard life going to... where are you going? Switzerland? Switzerland to go snowboarding? Rough. No stream, running out of time to get organised. Fair enough. Fair enough. What map is this? No, this is Western Australia. Hence saying Western Australia in the description. Says he's busy to go snowboarding. He's busy because he's been planning on going snowboarding. Yes. That's the problem. You're welcome, Noah. You're welcome. That's why you're so busy. Yeah, because you've been planning a trip to go snowboarding. Alright, we're going to get caught now, emptied out. No. Nope. A little bit left over. 1100 litres. That's not too bad, is it? Alright, back on the road to another trip. Priorities are screwed. Now I had a lovely email, and I don't know if you're watching, but from Bradley. So if you're here, Bradley, welcome, mate. Good to have you here. Hope you're enjoying this stream. Bradley emailed me tonight. He's a farmer in Southland. A wonderful email from him. I'll read it. Just a bit of background on who I am. My name's Bradley, and I've been dairy farming in Southland for the past 15 years, and in my spare time I enjoy spending a bit of time gaming, and recently have gone into FS19 and FS22, farming by day and farming by night. Brings me on to my next line of conversation. I thoroughly enjoy taking a bit of time to sit down and watch your videos, whether it be on your own or with your FS22 multiplayer family, giving us all quality content to enjoy. There's one thing that I personally feel is missing, and that is a quality New Zealand map. I have a friend who works as a farmer nearby, and his employers operate 3 600 cow dairy units, along with growing their own grains to feed their own stock as well as sell to make a profit. And I feel like this would be an awesome location to use as a real location for an FS22 map. Attached a couple of images of the location on Google Maps along with labelling of a few points which I'll briefly describe below. I'd love to have your opinion on whether this is something you would like to see yourself, and if so, is there someone you could potentially put me in contact with to work alongside to see whether creating a map could be done. As I don't have the time to create the map myself, I don't want any credit for anything other than providing the location and any knowledge I have on the area. Make this map potentially become a reality. Hope you have a pleasant evening. Look forward to hearing from you. Kind regards, Bradley. So, thank you, Bradley, if you're watching. If you're not watching now, where are you? But I thought that was pretty cool. I love getting communication and emails like that from subscribers, viewers, from the community. And actually the images of the location is pretty impressive. 3 600 head dairy farms is pretty impressive, and then running a grain operation alongside it. Would put it up there with one of the bigger farms you'd find in New Zealand. It's pretty cool. Hey, cheers Stevie. Have a good one, mate. Nice to see you. I'll catch you on a little bit later. Should get a T908, but why when I can have a Kenworth? The whatever this one is, W900. Can't remember what they were called now. I need the K200 would actually be the best. Love that truck. That's my favourite. Truck. Argsy FSG, you should make a server where everyone can make their own farm. I don't know how that'll work. It is a Kenworth, it's so good. Yeah, true. T908. Of course. They've figured that. Best kind of emails, what a lovely guy. I agree. Yeah, it was just nice, and like, you know, it wasn't just can you make this map, or do you know someone who can make this map, or one of those ones. Can this map come to console? It was actually, you know, well considered, well thought out, and very respectfully written, so I do appreciate it. And I got to agree, the location would make a pretty darn good New Zealand map. Make a pretty good map. Can I make a mod for you, Taz? What are you going to mind, Taz? Enlighten us. I haven't seen your name on the mod hub for a wee while. What's going on? It's been winter for you. You must have had some downtime. Can I make your bags bigger? Drink less coffee. You heard that. Is it coming to console? Has Yoss been at it again? Oh, not at all. Not at all. Oh, tight corner, tight corner. Oh, there we go. Is that a lizard trailer? No, these are, I can't remember which trailers these are, to be perfectly honest with you now. Hey, Dazed, how you doing, mate? Mr. Honourable Mention. We have an honourable mention. Just Dazed. Honourably mentioned in dispatches. At least Dazed, you didn't get the blanket of, nah, don't like it, it's too dirty. It's still, honestly, my most favourite unscripted 30 seconds of conversation with Mrs. Argsy. Do well to top that. Been off with all the stuff, have one cultivator in the middle of progress. Choice. Oh, it'll be good to see you back into, back in the modding list, Taz. Unscripted. Catch you later, Brutal. Been a bit hectic. Heating decided to break last night, but otherwise fine. Yeah, I'll gladly take my honourable mention. Should have left my bribe in though, 1 of 1. The beeping was scripted. The beeping wasn't actually... She said friggin', and I was like, you can't say that. She's like, what? Can't say friggin'. And I said, you can't say that either. I'm going to have to beep it. Surely I can say it. Well, you probably can, but it's much more fun when I beep it and censor it. I actually missed one. We were watching the final cut of it, and I said, you know, I wanted her to be happy with what I was putting out. She's like, missed beeping that one out. And I was like, oh, I did too. You probably can say friggin' Dazed, but I wasn't going to tell her that. Made for more interesting content. It was like clickbait without being clickbait. We've actually got another tractor with a chaseman over here. Oh. There we go. Bovine's just saying in my ear that we had him fooled, so it worked. Mrs. FSG is raging, puts all the pressure on her. Well, what we need to do, FSG, is a multiplayer stream where they both play on a stream at the same time that you and I are streaming. Argsy and FSG teach their wives to play Farm Sim. I can imagine they're all ready. You'd have to have the sensor button sitting, you'd have to have your finger on your stream deck with a sensor button ready to go. Brave man censoring the misses. Well, the best part was editing half of it out too. Mornay, hello. Finally can catch your stream. How you doing, mate? Great to see you. It has been a while. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you are all good. There you go. Content idea, Mrs. FSG, Mrs. Argsy online series. There you go. Dazed has got it. Dazed has got it. Can you get a Land Cruiser? I can't because I don't think we've got one installed on the map. But I've had one before. No. I had the Land Cruiser in Southern Cross, but we don't have it on here. Your wife is from Glasgow. She splits words up to fit a swear word in. So what are you, the friggin' Farm Sim guy, are you? Is that the politest way she describes you? Something like that with Brilliance Watch, you'll need to make it an After Dark stream. Is that the theme for a celebrity matchup on Logging League and Mrs. Head? Gosh, we've only got a couple of hours still. I'll be impressed if they could cut a tree down in 2 hours, to be perfectly honest with you. Did I go too far then, or not far enough? Or did I? Oh no, I haven't changed it. Yeah. Sorry you were in the UK for a few weeks doing some work up there. I'm good, thanks. You and you. I'm doing well, mate. Doing well. And no need to apologise at all. I know we've all got real lives and I don't expect anyone to be here every single week. it's nice to catch up. See some familiar faces popping back in and from time to time. She doesn't even use your name, just a swear word. Twitch only stream, it would be a Twitch only stream. You're way out of mod maker credit at this point, Taz. You know what fascinated me was when you look at how many times your mods have been downloaded. They work on, it seems to work on a power of 2 number. So originally I had 128 downloads, and it went to 256, and then I saw 512. Last time I looked it was like 4,096. I was like, what? Can they not just count the exact number of downloads you've had? It made me laugh, it had to be done like that. You've been sick for a long time, Noah. That's no good, mate. Sorry to hear. It only updates at a set interval. Yeah, I figured as much, Days. Made me laugh though. Every 15 minutes an update. Yeah, but it's the regimented way it did it. It's made me laugh. Look at that, they've revised that magnitude, that earthquake, to a 6.3. You know what's fascinating? Let's see if I can show you this on my phone. This is a reflection of I'll show you this, I'll get into a spot where I can show you this. This is a reflection of how bad telecommunications are following the cyclone here. Stop. So, if you can have a look there, the little dot out in the ocean, that's where the earthquake was. Oh, screen went dark. The little dot's where the earthquake was, and all the dark dots are people who've recorded it as strong, and it gets, you know, as you get further away it gets lighter colours, and that means the intensity was less for those people. But over here, which is the Hawke's Bay, oops, that way, in Gisborne, that's where the cyclone's been the worst, and they are completely cut off with a lot of power outages and cell phone towers and lack of communication out there. So normally that map after an earthquake would be covered in little orange dots from all those areas of people reporting the earthquake. And yeah, that's a real vivid indication of how isolated those people are. You're in London, wish you could have stayed there, had a blast. Nice, I loved my time in London. I had 5 days, 6 days. A long time ago now. When was that? 2017, 6 years ago. Just wait till you update your mod, you can't see the difference between new downloads or updated downloads. The other thing I noticed, Dazed, is you can't change your email address. There's no like actual account management and managing your profile. Like if I wanted to go in and change, because I'm actually using it different. When I first signed up for Mod Hub, I used a different email address to my Argsy Gaming one. It's like, can't actually just change it to the one I want to use it to. I'm sure if I email them or send a messenger request, they'd update it for me. But things are a bit basic in that back-end information. Sending a ticket to them. I mean, it doesn't matter. The email address I've used with them, it's still one I have. Kind of my throwaway email. It's the one I subbed to FSG on, so I can say offensive things. Ask him about maps and why they don't bring them to console. Or why he only reviews PC only mods and doesn't think of all the console players. And then he doesn't know it's me. We can get into big heated debates. I don't do that. Also, there are hidden rewards such as you believe 1 million downloads, you can get a link to your social media and your downloads. I'll be doing well to get to that. I'll just have to send in a whole lot of repeat ones. Time to go to work. Have a great rest of the stream, mate. Thank you, Farmer Ed. Appreciate you being here, mate. Thank you, obviously, for that continued membership earlier. Do very much appreciate that and the support, so good to have you. You tell me a quicker way to do tractor field work, but FSG is in chat. I'm sure he won't mind. He hasn't commented in the last couple of minutes, Bruce. He's tuned out. He's too busy getting his ski goggles fitted. You're nearly at yours, which will be great, so I can actually get bug reports and feedback without having to look at the YouTube videos covering my mods. Ah, good call. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. It's actually a bit... Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that you would have some sort of reporting structure, wouldn't you? Some sort of contact methodology rather than just relying on that kind of thing. Oh, gotta stop. Oh, now I'm too far away. $700k downloads for logo and link. It got it at 500k though. Interesting. You asked back then and got told $1 million. Good old consistency. Because you don't speak German days. It is an interesting one though, isn't it? Like the mod icon that I got pulled up on, I think I named it exactly the same as someone else had named their mod icon in a pack I pulled apart to understand how to do XML and things like that. Made me laugh. That made me laugh. I was like, isn't that what they said? Isn't that what they called it? Consistent is the last word to describe. I asked how to add the logo and they said 700k, but they will add it because I would be there soon. In fact, you think I should add ask too then? I'm sure I'll be there soon. Not that far away. Right, we're off again. Another load. Another load. You had a multi-fruit pickup to your potato harvester in 1.1 because that's how they wanted me to support carrots and onions in the 1.2 update. I got to take it out. Oh goodness. What do you do in that instance, Days? Do you say, but that's what you told me to do, or do you just do what they've asked you to do so you get it through? Because if they don't know one tester's asked for you to do it that way and another tester asks you to take it out, then they're never going to learn consistency, are they? Golden. You got a review because your production wasn't flattening the area. You had to tell them to disable free mode. Oh goodness. Told them that and took it out. Hence the cheeky patch note remove support for additional crops as requested. Funny. Yeah, sometimes you just have to laugh. So how far through the field? Oh yeah, we're going in the checkered pattern by the looks of things. But we have hardly made a dent in that, have we? You know, breaking it up that way, see, I'll just go back and forth on those little bits. Whoops, after I go through the cotton. I've also moved the goalpost for the JCB pack again. At some point it's just become, well, so what have they moved again now? Like, are they actually going to let you do it as you hit it? Reminds you of how you work for yourself. 217,000 downloads on the way. It blows your mind, doesn't it, Taz? It really does. I blew my mind that 5,000 people or whatever have downloaded New Zealand fertilizer pack. I wonder how many people just download everything. Of course, yours would be full platform too, isn't it? Should make it a competition against FSG. I've always thought it would be interesting to do a competitive multiplayer with them. I got 4,608 downloads. Oh, because this is the other funny thing that I find. You go into rewards and it said at least one live mod is required. And I've got a live mod and I've had a live mod for over a week, so I don't know what's going on with that. Few bovine, I just might. I'm testing it again at the moment, but I made all the changes they asked and then I submitted it, and they asked for different changes because it was too similar. The more maps you run, the more times you download it, Argsy. Nice still. Keep going. I wonder if I went in and downloaded it every day. Getting told I need to wear Mrs. Argsy's lipstick and earrings. Oh goodness. Right, you're not going to find me being a tactical farmer and doing a bikini stream or anything like that. Sure. Yoss could make it a field that auto-loads on one of his websites. I'm sure he could. I think you'd get in trouble for that, wouldn't you? Click on this link to go to our website and you download a mod. There. Another truck. Oh, there's a combine that got left with a header. Oh, okay. I think we might have crashed. I wonder if they let you link a Discord link on your mods, or if it has to be YouTube, Facebook. Might need to make a short video telling people to click the Discord link. Might have to. Downloads don't work like that, still awesome. How is it calculated, Yoss? Is it game downloads? Is it downloads from the link? Connected to your game key unique IP address. So if someone is okay, it's supposed to be connected to your game key unique. So if I go through the online mod hub, if I go onto the website, Chrome or whatever, download through mod hub and then install it into the mod folder, does that not count as a download, Yoss? Or does it do that by IP? I suppose if it was unique IP it would do it that way, but it does count it by IP. Okay. Good to know. I'll use my two different internet connections, my Starlink and my rural wireless connection. And then I'll download it from work. And then one on my mobile phone. So I can do 4. Then I'll use my wife's mobile phone, that's 5. Go to my parents' place, it's 6. Sal explained a lot at Farcom. Interesting. Well, I will find that all out this year then, Yoss. If they'd hurry up and confirm where it's going to be. And confirm some dates for me. Need to get on, get back into Kermit's ear about that. And then I can work on Chinook for sorting me out some flights. Right, what are we up to? Let's have a look. Corn, the magical 1.2 million. Okay, we'll be 1.4 pretty much by the time we've got this load in. Definitely going to get 10 million litres off that field, that's for sure. Easy 10 mil. I wasn't in public, just chatting to him, did he? Still going. These trailers take a long time to empty. Alright, we've probably got time for one more load, I think, after this one. We will just have to see. We should have enough time. Get back. We'll do one more load. Get it down here and back. Let the guys out, and then I think we'll be done for this evening. I must say, I was feeling pretty tired when I jumped on, but we've perked up a little bit. What's the next planned mod, Argsy? Oh, you haven't seen my face. Oh, you're not on Facebook, are you? Dazed. Where is it? Let's have a look. Where have I put it? In there. In there. Right. Let's see if we can bring that up. Here we go. It's my New Zealand pole shed. So that one's that's 3 bays and 6 meters deep, and I can't remember how tall it is. We're gonna go 2 bay. So I'm gonna show you. Put my hand up on the screen after telling Mrs. Argsy that you can't see. So 2 bay up to 6 bay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 5 configurations. I might drop the 6 or 9 meter deep because that sounds a bit excessive. And mono pitch and gable, colour flexible cladding, all platforms, including platform 9 3/4. Indeed. Okay, that's modelled, or partly modelled. Trying to figure out how much more detail I put around cleats and how it's fixed, and I want to put a steel brace in the roof and the end walls and things like that. But that's my next step, is learning how to do all that. The idea being, if I can figure out how to do all the texturing and learn about how I'm doing all that, then the next step would be to do something that's got some animation in it, like some doors or something. So that's the plan. But I'm kind of at the stage I want to try and learn how to do all the texture and using the building shaders and things like that. Go around and around cutting the corners, and when you're in the middle of the field, then do your corners last. To drive out your corners, you're saying, Bruce, so you go around and around and around and then cut out your corners. That's how we used to do a lot of, used to seed a lot of our grass. You just go around and around and around in the field, and then you'd go out from the middle to the corner and then back into the middle, then out from the middle to another corner and back in. You do that to each corner. You mean there's 4 corners? Available in all Colorbond colours. A select range steel horse. You'd like monument, please. We don't have Colorbond in New Zealand, but colour steel was definitely going to be there. It would be a green, Karaka green, or maybe like a British racing. I'd have to have a look at the ranges, but definitely a red, like a Scoria red or a Barn red. Lots of those. but using the color selectable options in Farm Sim. So I've been talking to Trailer Park Farms. He's gonna give me some tips on how to do the texturing. I'll learn from him for that. So that's just slowly bubbling away in the background. Became real though, because someone like a farming simulator page on Facebook shared my post about it, like coming soon. I was like, well, is it really? You can tell people that. I don't know if it is. Lithuanian manufacturer made biomethane powered tractor. Is that right, Taz? It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive indeed. Good plan, let me know if you get stuck. I'm happy to give you a limited wisdom. Cool, mate. I actually had Lancey Boy drop me a message where he had commented on my post as well, and he said if I needed any help, he'd be happy to give me some advice as well. So it had lots of offers from the community, which is awesome. Are all legends. All legends in my book. Definitely in his color options. 100% yours. Doesn't JCB have a methane powered testing tractor? Don't know. Yeah, there we go, Bruce. Look at it. In the future. That's right. It's quicker. I suppose technically it would be, wouldn't it? Pinged you on Discord with a short clip. Ah, interesting, Taz. Take a look. In the future, Farming Simulator 2025. Limited edition release for the Nintendo Switch on Farming Simulator 20. Alright. Not my cotton. Alright, happy days, trucking along, getting it done. So what's full? 200, so the mother bin's full again. Can't keep up with that. I'm the only one driving trucks now. How many combines have we got running? It's the two, by the looks of things. Corp nuts in one, Chinook's in the other, he's full. 2 grain carts, 2 combines, and 1 truck. Makes sense. Their fault for planning so close to the road ignores the 3-meter verge. Exactly. Don't they realise everyone around here uses big road trains and they need a lot of turning space, but dazed. Alright. Did these guys change their methodology at all? Ooh, truck's full. Oh yeah, they have. And it's working better, isn't it? Bing bong. Got stopped in time this time. Didn't overshoot the mark. Sounds like there's an auger wagon coming in somewhere close, is there? Oh no, what's that? That's struggling. Alright. Move along, move along, move along, move along, move along. Alright, get this last trailer full and then we'll be running back down to get this one unloaded. These guys should be running this vent. Should be using that on the grain carts. It's faster. Alright, we're off. Last pass. These guys are talking about tanks in my ear. Well, while we are driving back down to the yard and getting this last lot unloaded, just a reminder, make sure you've hit the thumbs up on the stream if you have enjoyed the video tonight, enjoyed the stream tonight. Make sure you drop a thumbs up. I really do appreciate you doing that. If you're thinking about buying the Year 2 Season Pass or the Gortville DLC, there is a link there which will take you to our partner link, or if you do it through the Giant Store, Argsy Gaming, one word, as your partner code, or anyone else. There's another favourite content creator. Go and check them out, see if they've got a partner code and use theirs. I've also got, I posted it on the community page the other day about Games Planet currently has 10% off everything as well, so go along and save some money if you wanted to buy it that way. Get Steam and Giants keys as well, so plenty of options and flexibilities. You had a terrible time, can you get a time refund? Yep. You can stay awake for 2 extra hours tonight and make up that time doing what you want to enjoy. That's less terrible. Wish you could link several partners at once. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be cool instead of giving one partner the whole lot. Say I want to give split the percentage between these three. A bit of fun. Carrot's convinced you to go for the Season 2 pass, but can't pick who to put down. Fair enough. I mean, I know who I'd pick, Dave, but I won't sway your judgment. Alright. Alright, let's go and see. You'll offend someone either way. Alright, well we've got a fair way through. I must admit. There's a lag my way through. I think it's an autosave. Must be an autosave because I didn't disappear off in a million miles an hour into the wrong part of the field. Anyway, we've got a decent amount down. I mean, it's still a long way to go through that field, but there you go. We'll have to have a look. Let's go in cab for the last little bit, eh? Enjoy this Kenworth for all its glory. Electric seats and all. As long as I can keep it on the track, we'll be right. So I did say if anyone wants to jump in and join us at any time, the multiplayer server is there all the time. Jump on Discord and get all the server details, the links, everything there. You don't have to be a member or anything like that to join this one. But we will have a stream sometime soon. Just need to find out when, figure out when. On Upper Mississippi River Valley, which we have set up as a members only server. So if you remember, you'll be able to access that. You should see it if you've got your channel, your YouTube account linked to your Discord account. You'll be able to see all of that. Hey, Mr. Thor, how you doing, mate? Can't stick around just saying hello and hitting the like. Ah, you're a star. Thanks, mate. Pleasure to have you stop in as always. Hope you're having a good one. Doesn't look anything like the inside of the rigs they show on Outback Truckers. Not enough, what, energy drinks on the floor? Chip wrappers? But clean, isn't it? Not enough breakdowns. You know what I'd really like to do is spend $316. So then our bank account was 3333333. Did I do my maths right? Oh, not 16, 14, $314. Michael Mill, can you get this map on Xbox One? No, unfortunately, it is far, far too big. There is a 2X or a standard size version of Western Australia, 2 kilometre by 2 kilometre by Farmer Bob, which should be available on Mod Hub, and you can play that on Xbox. But this the 16X version, which is 8 kilometres squared, 16 times bigger than a standard map, is not available on Mod Hub, and your console would not be able to cope with it, unfortunately. It needs the power and resources that a PC has, really, to be able to play on it. No worries, mate. No worries. Hopefully someday soon we might see some bigger maps coming through on console. But I know Taylor Farms tried to get his latest Michigan map on Mod Hub as a 4X for PC, for PlayStation and Xbox. But they just said no. While it's a simple map and not a big file size, there's other issues with resources and save games, which just doesn't work on PlayStation. All right, let's get this unloaded. All right, best go work on this research. Thanks for the entertainment. Have a good evening. Same to you, mate. Thanks for stopping in. Hope your research goes well. And yeah, definitely catch up again. Thank you again for the offer as well. If I need any help, I'll certainly give you a yell. And Argsy Gaming's all one word, if you are wondering, dazed. No space, or one word. Wheels on the left side. No, we are actually. You're quite right. Didn't even think about that. That's why the Kenworth, the K200 is so good, because it's a right-hand drive. Always a message away. I'll put it down. Watch that corn go down. You know, one thing that really bugs me is the scale of their textures for things like corn. Like, look at the size of... You look in the back of a combine when you've got something like that in there, and it's just massive. Ooh, look at that. Whee! Right, last couple of hoppers, and we will be done. That took us 10 minutes longer than I thought it might have to do that. So what is that, about a 20-minute... Well, it's not even a round trip. Oh, yes, it was. 20-minute round trip from here back, fill up, and then get here and empty out again. Probably, what, 5 or 6 minutes driving and 4 or 5 minutes unloading at each end, loading and loading. All right, done. Let's have a quick update on progress. Go down into here. Corn, 1.5 million litres. There we go. Well on our way to 10 million. And you have a look at how much of the field we've done. Not even, maybe 10%? Oh, I'm just trying to think. Other stripe, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. Maybe a bit over 10% of it. But that field alone should give us about 10 million litres of corn. Should be another one to tick off. So get in and give us a hand. You can say you were there when we knocked off the 10 million litres of corn. And with this field here next to us, which I think is wheat, that'll go a long way to getting that one done too. So I'm just going to leave this here. So the boys can come and pick it up if they need to. I think is it full? Got a decent amount of diesel. There we go, Flint Hills Resources. So there we are. We're chopping our way through that, getting things done. Thanks, Bruce. Pleasure to have you here, mate. Here we go. Tab over here. Have a look and see what's happening. There we are. I think it's a good move, splitting it in half. A lot more efficient. All right, but there we go. Thank you all very much for joining me tonight. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Pleasure as always to have you here. Thank you to Chinook, you're a star, for the gifted memberships. Mark as well for your gifted memberships. Thank you very much. Big Rig Frosty came in with the super chat as well, so appreciate having you here too, albeit briefly. And yeah, as always, appreciate everyone being with us and helping out and supporting the channel where you can. So on that, I am going to clock out. Thank you all. Have a good rest of your day, Wednesday, whatever it is for you. Enjoy the rest of your week, and hopefully catch you sometime on the weekend for the next live. And yeah, see you then. Take care. Bye. I can press my button over here. Where is it? There it is. See you later. Bye.